Okay. So today we'll start with inflammatory arthritis. Okay. So inflammatory arthritis is arthritis which is like because of inflammation. Okay. The earlier arthritis, osteoarthritis, what we had talked is regarding uh, degenerative issue. Inflammatory arthritis means because of inflammation. Okay. Because of inflammation, so there are many diseases which can cause inflammation inside the body. So we'll discuss one by one and then we can summate it later on. Okay. So we'll start with rheumatoid arthritis. So rheumatoid arthritis is a issue where you have a rheumatoid factor playing a role in the arthritis. So arthritis is a type of joint degeneration or joint space narrowing. Rheumatoid is a autoimmune type of disorder. Okay. So it is most commonly in females, okay, with late age like 40, 60, and small joints are involved. Small joints means hand, MCP, this type of joint. Okay. So hand, fit. So all small joints are involved in rheumatoid arthritis. C1, C2 atlantoaxial joint are also involved in rheumatoid arthritis, where you find C1, C2 dislocation. Okay. Symmetric joint involvement, since it's a systemic disease, so always if there is a systemic disease, the involvement would be always symmetrical. Okay. So see, this is the very important phase of rheumatoid arthritis. So anybody having rheumatoid arthritis, the main affection of rheumatoid is, so rheumatoid, see, normal osteoarthritis is mainly involving the bigger joint like knee joint, hip joint. Okay. Like Heberden's and Bouchard knots. But rheumatoid arthritis is typically involving the small joints. Small joint means hand and feet. Okay. Now, if you come in hand, so you have this type, there's two, three type of deformity in hand. Okay. So one is your swan neck deformity. So see this swan neck deformity. So the neck, it look like swan neck. Okay. So this is DIP. So there's a flexion in the DIP joint. Okay. So DIP joint is a flexion, and in PIP there is a extension. So hyperextension in PIP and DIP there is DIP joint there is a flexion, and PIP there is a hyperextension. So it looks like swan neck. So if you see swan neck, so swan neck is other. Swan is like this as a swan neck over. Okay. So this would be swan. Consider this would be swan. So this is the flexion. Okay, and this is the extension. So it look like swan neck. So there's a flexion in the DIP and extension in the PIP joint. So this is a swan neck deformity, what we see in rheumatoid arthritis. The other type of deformity, well, I will show you. So rheumatoid small joint. Okay, so one is swan neck deformity. The other is bottom ear deformity. So bottom ear deformity is opposite to swan neck. So in swan neck, the DIP is in flexion. Okay, in bottom ear deformity, it is opposite. The DIP would be in flexion, in extension, and PIP would be in flexion. So just remember, one is swan neck deformity. If you know swan neck deformity, the opposite of swan neck is button ear deformity. So these two deformity you find in rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, so see this swan neck, the DIP flexion, PIP in extension. Opposite to button ear is PIP in flexion and DIP in extension. So just opposite. So if you remember one, then you can remember the other one. Okay. The other issues of, there is a jet shaped deformity. So what do you mean by jet shaped deformity? So your wrist will be radially tilted. Okay. So your wrist will be tilted, radial deviation of your wrist. Radial means kidhar ho gaya? Towards your thumb. Thumb is radial side. So your wrist would be deviated towards radial and the finger would be deviated towards ulnar. So you see this one. Okay. So you, this C1, this one. So it's like your wrist is deviated this way and your fingers are deviated this way. So it is a Z shaped deformity of the wrist. So Z deformity of the wrist, okay, swan neck deformity and button ear deformity. These three deformity you find in rheumatoid arthritis. So rheumatoid arthritis means small joints, middle-aged females 40 to 60, okay, uh, then affection of a small joints. Okay, so there's two, three things: swan neck, button ear, and Z-shape deformity. Okay. Now this is the diagnosis criteria. Okay, so only one thing you have remember in diagnosis criteria is morning stiffness. So if you have a morning stiffness of more than 1 hour, okay, so every morning you wake up, you have a stiffness of more than 1 hour. Okay, so that is a very important criteria in rheumatoid arthritis. So morning stiffness is must in rheumatoid arthritis. Then rest is okay. Arthritis of hand joint, because obviously it is involved hand joints. Okay, then you have symmetric, is a systemic disease, then nodules and factor. So all related to rheumatoid. So because of rheumatoid, there is two things. One is rheumatoid factor and one is rheumatoid nodule. Okay, so in the criteria, you just remember only one thing: morning stiffness is most important. Then since it is a rheumatoid, so obviously rheumatoid nodule and rheumatoid factors are important. So this two three things is important. Hand joint, affecting hand joint, causing swan neck and button ear deformity and jet shape, wrist deviation. Okay, so see, these are the rheumatoid nodules. Okay, so this type of nodules you find in patients with rheumatoid arthritis. So you just remember only thing ki rheumatoid means hand and wrist would be like anything. Okay. Okay, so I'll mute all. Okay, so these are the rheumatoid nodules. So you find small nodules in the fingers, in the elbow, everywhere. Okay. So this is a very important thing. So this is rheumatoid factor. Okay, इसको बोलते हैं RF factor or sometime RF बोलते हैं rheumatoid factor. So rheumatoid arthritis, you have some factor which which helps you in diagnosis that rheumatoid arthritis है इस patient को. That factor is known as rheumatoid factor. Okay. So there's a confusion. There's a important MC. What is RF factor? So what is RF factor? So RF factor is this. This is RAM. Okay. So RF factor is IgM. So what is RF factor? RF factor is IgM. IgM is immunoglobulins of M type. Okay. So it is a immunoglobulin of M type. Okay. IgM immunoglobulin hota hai RA. So RA factor is IgM. So if you don't remember everything, you just see this photo. This is RAM. So RAM. So RA is M. So RA is IgM. It acts against IgG. Okay. So it's type of autoimmune. So RA factor is IgM. इतना याद रखो बस. ये important MCQ. They will ask this only. Okay. Now this IgM will act against IgG का FC region. So this is MCQ pattern. So FC portion of IgG के खिलाफ ये काम करता है RAM. But actually RA is RAM. Okay. M. So it is not specific to rheumatoid arthritis. It may be found in other autoimmune disease also. So many autoimmune disease can have this rheumatoid factor. Okay. So it's not like pathognomic. Pathognomic means इसमें pathognomic is like 100% sensitive या specific कि ये है तो means ये है, but it is not 100% specific. Okay, it can be found in other problems also. Okay, the main importance of, so why will, if it is like RA factor can be found in 100 autoimmune disease, then why you are finding RA factor? What is the importance of RA factor? Why you always try to diagnose कि RA factor है कि नहीं है, कितना है? Because it is related to worse prognosis. Okay, so if you have RA factor, that means आपके prognosis का पे बहुत bad issue है. Okay, so RF factor is if you have a rheumatoid arthritis and you see that you have a RF factor, that means your disease have worse prognosis. It will not be relieved very easily. Okay, so 70 to 90% of patient of rheumatoid arthritis have RF factor. So we'll again look for RF factor. Is a very important MCQ. What is RF factor? It is RAM. So IgM. इसके खिलाफ है. It is against IgG. Okay, first thing. RF factor is not specific for only rheumatoid arthritis. It can be found in 100 other diseases also. But in rheumatoid arthritis patients, 90 to 80 to 90% of rheumatoid arthritis patients have this factor. It is related to worse prognosis. So if you find RA factor in some patient, that means the prognosis is worse. Okay, so that's important of RA. Now, so so which test you will do for RA with rheumatoid arthritis? So since because people think rheumatoid factor hai, so RA ke liye the diagnosis would be RF. No, the diagnosis is anti-CCP. So you see this anti-CCP, it is known as anti-citrullinated protein. Okay, full form, I don't know. So anti-CCP is the diagnostic. It is the most sensitive test. So any patient, if any patient comes in OPD for this hand deformity and all that, you don't send for RA factor. Okay, because it is only telling you the prognosis later ahead. You have to diagnose first. Is it RA or is it not RA? So you will send the patient for anti-CCP. So anti-CCP is the diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis. Okay. Now we'll come to the rheumatoid arthritis X-ray. So obviously it is involving small hands. So obviously we'll look for small hands X-ray. Okay. So see this X-ray. So there is arthritis. So obviously joint space का narrowing होगा. Near to joint there would be osteopenia or osteoporosis वाला area रहेगा. ठीक है. Soft tissue swelling रहेगा because of inflammation. Okay. That's okay. The only one thing is important इसमें मैं बताता हूँ this bilateral symmetry, okay, swelling, joint space lodging, erosion, so everything related to arthritis, nothing specific. So nothing is specific. Now there is other, so rheumatoid factor. Now so there is two type of diseases. One is RF, जिसमें RF पॉजिटिव होता है, एक ये प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं, एक ये डिजीज होते हैं आर्थ्रोपैथीज के, एक निगेटिव होता है. ओके. सो जो पॉजिटिव होते हैं उसमें बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं, जैसे रूमेटॉइड आर्थराइटिस में पॉजिटिव है एंड अदर आर्थ्रोपैथीज में प्रॉब्लम है. एक निगेटिव होता है, जहां भी वो निगेटिव मिलते हैं उनको बोलते हैं सीरो निगेटिव स्पॉन्डाइलो आर्थ्रोपैथी. So what happens? A patient comes with many multiple deformities in the hand and wrist and everything. Okay, you send the patient for anti-CCP rheumatoid factor. Okay, anti-CCP अगर positive आता है, then patient is of rheumatoid arthritis. No confusion. If the anti-CCP is negative and rheumatoid factor is positive, so वो भी एक अलग disease में आता है. If RF is also negative, so there is a set of problems in which RF factor is negative. उसको बोलते हैं हम लोग seronegative spondyloarthropathy. So there is a spondylo means spine, arthropathy means बाकी joints का involvement है, but these are seronegative. So there is no rheumatoid factors association. So seronegative is absence of RF factor. Okay, so absence of RF factor एक set of disease है जिसको seronegative spondyloarthropathy बोलते हैं. You will find many diseases like this. So this the Angst-Pond है, Reiter's है, psoriatic है, reactive. ये चार diseases हैं. I will tell you कैसे कहते हैं. इन सब में RF factor नहीं मिलता है. Okay. So ankylosing spondylitis है, Reiter syndrome है, psoriasis है, and reactive. Okay, we'll go again. So we'll come with ankylosing spondylitis. Okay, so ankylosing मतलब ankylosis होता है. Ankylosis is fusion. Okay, it may be fibrous ankylosis, it may be bony ankylosis. Spondylitis means spine का inflammation, spondylitis. Okay, so ankylosing spondylitis में क्या होता है? There is inflammation of the spine. Okay, which leads to fusion of spine. Okay, but it actually extends to whole body. Okay, ankylosing spondylitis is a fusion problem which extending to whole body. There is a in mythology, I think in Ramayana, a character, I don't know the character name. Actually, he have also the ankylosing spondylitis. Okay, so his whole body is stiff. Okay, but somewhere when Ram touches that human, okay, so uska disease jata hai. So that is in a mythology also. You will find ankylosing spondylitis. Okay, so ankylosing spondylitis में सब कुछ fuse हो जाता है. Everything will fuse. Okay, so now the main important axial skeleton. Axial skeleton मतलब spine वाला जो के नियर अबाउट जो skeleton होगा, this is axial skeleton. एक होता है appendicular skeleton, मतलब ये अपने इसमें आ गया टिबिया, अल्ना, रेडियस, ये सब डिस्टल लिम्स होते हैं appendicular. सेंट्रली जो भी होता है उसको axial skeleton बोलते हैं. So इसमें क्या होता है, axial skeleton का इन्वॉल्वमेंट होता है. मेल्स में बहुत कॉमन होता है. ठीक है. HLA-B27 like in rheumatoid arthritis you have RF factor. In ankylosing spondylitis, this is important factor. HLA-B27 बोलते हैं, human leukocyte antigen B27. You have to remember there is no concept behind this. HLA-B27 find in 90% of Angst-Pond patient. Okay, start कहाँ से होता है? So this is your sacrum. Okay, this is your sacrum and this is your iliac. तो यहाँ से पहला चालू होता है. तो सबसे पहला चीज जो sacroiliitis होता है. The first thing which happens in एंकाइलोजिंग स्पॉन्डिलाइटिस इज सैक्रोइलियाटिस. सो सैक्रम और आइलियम बोन के बीच का इन्फ्लेमेशन चालू होता है. लेटर ऑन धीरे धीरे ये इन्फ्लेमेशन ऊपर बढ़ते जाता है. देन यहाँ से लंबर स्पाइन जाएगा, फिर थोरेसिक स्पाइन होगा, एंड देन अपर का स्पाइन होगा. सो इट स्टार्ट विद सैक्रोइलियाटिस. सो ये इंपॉर्टेंट है कि बिगिंस इन सैक्रोइलियाटिस एंड देन एक्सटेंडिंग टू अपर लिम्बर. सो एक्सियल स्केलेटन में सबसे पहला सैक्रोइलियाटिस, देन स्पाइन. ओके, Other than axial skeleton, when you're talking of peripheral joint matlab shoulder, elbow, hip, knee. So hip would be most commonly affected. So in peripheral joint, hip would be most common. So you start with here. The first thing affection is sacroiliac joint. Okay. Second affection would be spine, and third affection would be this hip. So everything see near to this area. Okay, that's why I kept this photo. So sacroiliac, spine, and hip. Okay, so these are axial skeleton, peripheral में hip joint आता है. Okay, so you see this posture. Okay, ऐसा posture हो जाता है धीरे धीरे. Initially it will be like a straight, but जैसे जैसे fuse होते जाता है, the body will come into kyphosis and it fuse like this. Okay, so body ऐसा kyphosis में धीरे धीरे fuse होते जाता है. Okay, so this is the typical posture of Angst-Pond patient. Okay. So see this Angst Pond, as I find this meme. Okay, so this is, I think it is actually saying to Froge. Okay, like statue or what do you say, Froge. Okay, so Angst Pond is like frozen. Okay, it's like everything will be frozen down. Okay, to that position or that stature. Okay, so it's see, this is the normal posture. This is slightly kyphotic. Kyphotic मतलब आगे की side में से झुकता है ऐसा. So this is a question mark sign बोलते हैं इसको. So you can have question mark posture in ankylosing spondylitis because everything will get fused. Okay. So knee भी अपना ऐसा flex में fuse हो जाता है. Everything will get fused. Okay. Now there is one word you have to remember. The one word is enthesitis. What do you remember enthesitis? Enthesitis एक word है. Okay. So see, we had spoken about what is bursa, what is synovial joint. So bursa क्या था? This between bone and muscles एक फ्लूइड का भरा हुआ था जो कुशन के रूप में एक्ट करता था. दैट इज बर्सा. ओके. Then we had come to articular cartilage, which is hyaline cartilage, and it is useless because no vascular supply, no neurology supply, nothing. And the third thing is enthesitis. Enthesitis means क्या होता है? Any ligament or anything which is connected means कोई भी ऐसा यहाँ ligament यहाँ connect हो रहा है, okay, bone पे. So यहाँ पे inflammation होता है. जहाँ connect होता है वहाँ पे inflammation को बोलते हैं enthesitis. Okay. So enthesitis is where it is connected to bone. वहाँ पे अगर कोई भी inflammation होता है उसको enthesitis बोलते हैं. So enthesitis is inflammation of enthesis. Enthesis is the site where the tendon or ligament or anything joining with the bone. Okay, so where it got inserting into bone. So see this area, this is inserting into here. So this is more red. Okay, this is more red. This is more red. This is normal. So this is normal. जहाँ भी bone पे attachment होता है ligament और उसको enthesis बोलते हैं. And inflammation of that is going into enthesitis. Enthesitis is a very common term used in ankylosing spondylitis. So in ankylosing spondylitis, everything is going to fuse. Okay. So the enthesis जो होते हैं, which are attaching to the bone, the ligament and muscle and cartilage, उसका भी inflammation होता है. So this is known as enthesitis. Okay. Now, so enthesitis is a hallmark of ankylosing spondylitis. You cannot find anywhere enthesitis except Angst-Pond. Okay. These are the other common issues. It's an inflammatory ankylosing spondylitis is a systemic disease where you have a systemic inflammation and fusion and everything. So you can find this pulmonary fibrosis. So everywhere it's causing fibrosis. So in pulmonary also it's causing fibrosis. Since in pulmonary there is a fibrosis, there is a decreased chest expansion. So expansion chest का कम हो जाता है. क्यों? Because there is a vertebral involvement also. क्योंकि वहाँ पे vertebra होता है पीछे के side में chest expansion में help करता है. So because of the fusion of the costovertebral joint. So ribs जहाँ भी attach होता है vertebra से, that joint is known as costovertebral joint. Okay. So costovertebral joint fuse हो जाता है. Because of the fusion, it's decrease the chest expansion. Okay, then there is a pulmonary fibrosis. So pulmonary fibrosis हो जाएगा तो lung का expansion नहीं हो पाएगा. Okay, other than fibrosis का एक part होता है heart में गया तो heart का fibrosis करता है, that is known as carditis. Inflammation of muscle, heart muscles is carditis. Eyes may can cause uveitis. Okay, so these are the systemic manifestations. Okay. Okay, so morning. So in Angst-Pond also there is a morning stiffness, but morning stiffness is a characteristic of rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, उसके cardinal features में आता है. You can find morning stiffness in Angst-Pond also. So a young male with morning stiffness. Okay, every day he wakes up, he wakes with this back pain. See, this is you cannot identify. So normally see this all get fused. Okay, so this is your sacrum. Okay, यहाँ से देखो sacrum, you can see this sacrum, and this is your iliac bone. Okay, this is your iliac bone, this is your sacrum. Okay, so if you see this side, you cannot find the distinction of sacrum and ilium. Okay, because this sacrum and ilium got totally fused. Okay, sacroilium fuse हो जाता है. So morning stiffness होता है, यहाँ पे हल्का दिख रहा है, but it got totally fused. Okay, so normally patients क्या होता है, young males होते हैं. Okay, young males में पाया जाता है morning stiffness every day. He wakes with pain in his back. Okay, because of sacroiliitis. Okay, sacroiliitis का pain होता है. So first joint involvement is sacroiliitis, then spine, and then फिर अपना hip आता है. So young age, slow onset. It cannot be like in a one night or in a within a week. It will very slowly growing. It's a slowly growing issue. Okay. The main important is this. I think this should be important. Okay. So this inflammation. So Angst point ka the problem is that inflammation is always relieved by rest, by exercise, not by rest. So what happens? So any young individual, okay, whenever he wakes up in the morning, he wakes up with back pain. Okay, so what he thinks, ki, nahi, I have a back pain, so I should take rest. As soon as he start taking rest, the pain increases. Okay, so this is the very vicious cycle. Okay, so in angst prone patient, you have to tell patient that how much pain you are in. There is no, this is not a worry. Okay, you had to be on your foot. Okay, you have to continue your walking, continue your exercise, continue your swimming. So it's a type of a punishment, obviously, to a young guys. Okay, where you had to go to their your normal exercise routine also for decreasing your pain. I have one junior in my college. He have angst point. So even on the days of university exam, okay, so if university exam at 2 o'clock in morning, he goes to swimming. Okay, because if he don't swim, okay, he will have back pain during the exam time. Okay, even for 3 hours he cannot sit on bench. Okay, severe type of pain. Okay, so angst point patient को कसरत करना ही पड़ता है. So it's a very tough situation for young guys. Okay, because everyone want to take rest. Okay, when at home, even in this lockdown, this type of patient has to exercise. Okay, so you people are lucky if you don't have angst point. Okay. Then you have a lumbar spine restriction movements. Okay, so you have a lumbar spine restriction movement. So your this, because of the fusion, everything will be restricted. Chest expansion is decreased. So see, it's very difficult. So you have a decreased lung. You cannot take good type of inspiration, expiration. Your lumbar spine is totally fused. You cannot bend too much. Okay, and you have to do exercise. So it's a death-like situation. It's a better to die rather than having angst point. It's too much of pain. Okay, so which are the tests for angst point? So this is test known as Schober test. Okay, so Schober test में क्या करते हैं? So it's like, so normally क्या होता है कि because normally we usually mark this, we usually mark some lines on your back. Okay, so if you mark two lines 10 centimeter distance पे, एक इधर line, एक इधर line. Okay, and you just ask patient to do flexion. Okay, or bend forward. Okay, bend forward करता है, तो ये because of lumbar spine is very flexible in normal guys. Okay, so ये 10 centimeter का line will rise to 15 centimeter. Okay, so you mark one point, consider you mark one point at L5. Okay, L5 vertebra पे एक line cross करते हैं, and then you draw a line at L2. Okay, so L2 and L5 pe you draw a line, and this is 10 centimeter. You ask patient to bend forward. As soon as patient bend forward, this line would increase because you have a flexible lumbar spine. Okay, so because of flexibility, this line increase by 50 to 15 centimeter. So more than 5 centimeter increase would be there if you are in bending. But in Schober test, what happens in Angst point, because of the lumbar spine is totally fused. Okay, so this there will be not 5 centimeter of increase. Okay, so this is a way where you do Schober test. Okay, so Schober test is mainly done to check for your lumbar spine flexibility. Okay, one test more of is Adams. This same test you have done in scoliosis also. You remember that Adams forward bending test. Okay, where you have to bend forward. The Schober is also, so you have to be very sober and don't let your this position. Okay, so Schober test is, so you mark at some point here L5. Actually PSI is, I'm not going into detail of this test. I'm just giving you a shortcut to this. So you draw a line to this here, you draw a line this here, you measure this 10 centimeter, you ask patient to bend forward, and you bend forward. Then if if this line increases by 5 centimeter, that means the flexibility is okay. You just see this video.
Which should be 15 flex as far as possible, keeping the legs fully extended and the distance limited again. The must indicate amount of flexion. Within the flexion of the system size.
So it's a test where people have some different measures. So some can 10 15 centimeters, some can have 5 centimeters. The main concept of this is the lumbar spine is flexible, so whenever you bend, there would be a 5 centimeter increase in the lumbar flexibility. In Schober test, this is the way to check. In Angst-Pond, the lumbar flexibility is not there because there's a fusion, so the length will not increase. That is Schober test. Okay. Now these are the two SI joint tests. Okay, so in Angst-Pond, what are the joints affected is SI joint pehle, फिर spine and then hip. So the last test which I done will for spine. So lumbar spine का हमने test किया. Now we have to check for SI joint. Okay. So there is two type of test. Okay, I will tell you. So one is Gansland test. Gansland test में क्या करता है? You you extend one of the leg. Okay, you extend one of the leg. You hold this leg, and other leg you flex. Okay, so there would be pain because of. So क्या होता है कि ये this side of femur head and sacroiliac joint is fixed. Okay, as soon as you start flexing, so because of the flexing, the sacroiliac joint will start moving. Okay, and that will gives you pain. So that is on a Gansland test. Okay, then the other test is favor test, where you have an attitude of figure of four. So इसको figure of four test भी बोलते हैं. So you see there's a attitude of figure of four. You flex, you abduct, you do external rotation, and that will give you pain on the sacroiliac joint. So this is the test. I will show you the video. So you see first Gansland test. Okay.
Lower the hand free from the table and then grasp the opposite hand and draw it to the chest. Place the hand on it and apply pressure to increase extension and flexion of the hip. This test is considered positive. The patient experiences pain in the pelvis in the area of the extended side, implicating the involvement of that joint. If the pain may also arise from structures. For example, the test with thigh pain or paresthesia may indicate pressure involved. If the test produces or groin pain may indicate hip joint or hip flexor involvement. This test may also be performed if lying on the.
So you don't go on to details of Gansland test. You just remember where you have to extend one side leg and one side you have to flexion. Because of the flexion, okay, there will be problem in sacroiliac joint. That's enough for you people. So Gansland test is done for SI joint, where you have to check for Angst-Pond. Okay, SI joint the test. Now this is figure of four test. It's known as Faber test. So the best position of your hip in any issue, in any synovitis, in any infection is Faber. Favorite position of your hip should be there. Faber is flexion, abduction, and external rotation of your hip joint. Okay, इसको figure of four बोलते हैं because it's look like figure of four. Patrick test बोलते हैं.
Cross the test bag over the other leg above the knee. Make sure that the ankle is free and is not supinated. Fix it on the table and then slowly the table.
Okay, so in Patrick test, what you do, you flex, you do flexion, abduction, external rotation. You fix the opposite pelvis. So opposite pelvis को क्या करते हैं हम लोग fix करते हैं, and then you try to push this knee backward. As soon as you push knee backward, the same side का जो SI joint है, it will extend, it will be going backward, and that will arise pain. So SI joint के there's two tests. One is Gansland test, one is Faber test. The other tests are.
Cross the test bag.
So other test is compression and distraction. So you compress both of the ilium bone. Okay. You see there is a SI joint का opening हो रहा है कि नहीं, and then you distract both ilium bone. Okay. I will show you.
flip it side out. Step down like this, looking straight down to as I mentioned, the next as the way I use the number is what we're going to force this graph over the concept is to apply force going outwards against going outwards like that and create pain as the visual force going outwards and not necessarily force going outwards. And so we have plus
So see both hands, okay, so both hands are opposite to each other, okay, and they are distracting. So this hand is distracting this ilium bone away, and this hand is distracting that ilium bone away. So both, you are like, you are opening book, okay, you are opening book, there's the same position you have to do that, okay, because both are opening, okay. So in posteriorly, so anteriorly they are trying to, you are pushing them ahead, okay, away. So posteriorly they will give problem at the SI joint, and if your SI joint is involved, it will give pain on that SI joint, okay. This is known as distraction because you are distracting both ilium bone, okay. Now you see compression. So in compression, okay, what you do, you start compressing from one side, okay. So you start compressing, pressurize on one side. Even you can do it supine. So the way you are doing distracting, you can compress it, okay. From both hand you can keep on the outer side of ilium and try to compress it. So pelvic compression, pelvic distraction is test for SI joint first. There is Ganselin test, which is for SI joint, and there is this Faber, Patrick, or figure of four test. So there's three, four tests for SI joint, okay. So sacroiliitis is the most consistent finding. So most earliest is sacroiliitis, spine, and then hip. Most consistent is sacroiliitis. Test we had to do for ankylosing sacroiliitis. Okay. So what sacroiliitis में क्या क्या होता है? So obviously enthesitis होता है, enthesopathy होता है, यहाँ का calcification होगा. Then you have all characteristic of your arthritis. Okay, so ankylosis, erosion, sclerosis. These all are the characteristic of erosion, sclerosis, and ankylosis, characteristic of arthritis. Okay? Now, the most sensitive investigation of Angst-Pond is, see, whenever you say sensitive, you are not, I don't think you have studied PSM, just I will tell you what do you mean by sensitive and what do you mean by specificity. Okay. So sensitivity means the test cannot have false negative pattern. Okay. So if it is like, what do you say, like HIV test. So HIV test is always sensitive. So any person who can have HIV test positive, he cannot have in true sense negative. He is always positive. Okay. So 99% of the test for HIV is positive, is sensitive. Sensitive matlab ki if he got the result positive, that means 100% he is positive. But if he got the test as negative, okay, there may be chance to have some of the cases may be positive. Okay, so sensitive means there is no false negative. Okay, there is no false negative. Okay, so sensitive and specific means it's like a pathognomic. So specific matlab I can be identified by that character. Okay, so sensitive is the most good best investigation, which is the best investigation for uh, Angst-Pond. So like if you can do an X-ray, so you can miss some of the points. Okay, you can miss some of the calcification, you can miss some of the other characters. Okay, but MRI, if you do MRI, so you can see the soft tissue. Okay, because you are seeing what you are seeing in MRI, you are seeing the soft tissue. So in ankylosing spondylitis, what you will see? You will see enthesopathy, you will see the ligament calcification, you will see everything like on the soft tissue pattern. Okay, so in ankylosing spondylitis, there is a problem of enthesopathy and the soft tissue calcification. So most sensitive investigation for Angst-Pond is MRI. Okay, now this is the pattern. You see bamboo spine pattern in the spine. So in a whole of your spine will get fused. Okay, so ये पूरा fuse होता है. It look like bamboo spine. Okay, so bamboo spine की तरह ये दिखता है. The other sign you can see is dagger sign. So ये जो calcification होता है, because of the calcification of spinous processes, you will find this type of pattern, dagger sign. Okay. Then what other characteristic you can found in Angst-Pond is one is vertebral squaring. So you can see the vertebra get square, एकदम square हो जाता है. the lordosis get the loss of lumbar lordosis. I already told you the patient the pattern is a question. ये pattern होता है, ये question patterns होता है. So ये body का कैसा होता है, fusion kyphosis में चला जाता है fusion. So lumbar lordosis ऐसा जो रहता है, it goes straight. Okay, so loss of lumbar lordosis होता है. There is a loss of lumbar lordosis. Then there is a vertebra squaring होगा. You see vertebra square हो रहा है. And osteophytes. Osteophytes means एज के साथ न्यू बोन का फॉर्मेशंस को ऑस्टियोसाइट बोलते हैं. ऑस्टियोफाइट्स आर द न्यू बोन फॉर्मेशन. सो यू सी दिस ऑस्टियोफाइट्स, यू सी दिस ऑस्टियोफाइट, ये सब नए नए ब्रिजिंग ऑस्टियोफाइट्स होते हैं. ये सब यही फ्यूज करता है. दिस हेल्प्स इन फ्यूजन. ओके, सो दिस इज अ ब्रिजिंग ऑस्टियोफाइट. Now these are the two other lesions for Angst-Pond. Okay, so Angst-Pond में there's two other lesion, Romanus lesion बोलते हैं. तो क्या होता है, ये corners जो होते हैं vertebra के, ये because of enthesopathy ये white हो जाता है, ये shiny corners हो जाते हैं. क्या होता है, यहाँ पे ligaments attached रहता है. Because of the ligaments attached, this corners become white. Okay, इसको shiny corners बोलते हैं. You can have this shiny corners. So you see this enlarged person of enlarged picture. तो shiny corners बोलते हैं या Romanus lesion बोलते हैं. Okay. So this is Angst-Pond का problem. Romanus lesion, shiny corner. So we'll again try to remember this whole test. And so Angst-Pond, सबसे पहला SI joint, then spine, then hip joint. This is the pattern. This pattern is a question mark pattern where the lumbar lordosis का loss होता है. Then is kyphosis. Okay. HLA-B27 is the most important characteristic. HLA-B27. Okay.